Then I would say we can start for today. Cyberlife conducts a survey to know what users think. Do you want to participate in a survey? You know what? Let's go for that.
Great. Let's start. Would you consider having a relationship with an android that looks like a human?
Okay, that's not a question I anticipated. I mean, we've been simping for Connor the whole last stream, right? So, I guess. What would your answers be? So if you want to join in the chat, feel free to let me know what your answers would be for the 10 questions. But, is that weird? Anyway.
Do you think that technology could become a threat to mankind?
Very interesting. I think it's a very interesting survey to have, especially like in the middle of the game. After seeing like so many, well, kinda threatening deviants, but also like Markus and Kara, where you can really understand why they become deviants, right? And hey Lana, how are you doing? And thanks so much for the like. I mean, especially like technology in general, definitely.
If you had to live on a deserted island and could only bring one object, what would it be?
I just don't want to be on a deserted island. Do I have to choose? A book, a cell phone, pen and paper, a console, an instrument. I mean, I don't really know what you would do with like a console, because I mean, you probably don't have like electricity or something to plug it in, right? Same kind of goes for a cell phone. I mean, cell phone probably would be like the universal item to go to, but without like connection or like Excel, you're not really using it for anything handy, right? Going fine. Okay, I'm very glad that the game is working now. Maybe loading the game before starting the stream. Yeah, usually I do that Mara-chan, I just forgot today. Yep, working. Then all the best for you, Lana. And hey, Alistair, how are you doing? I guess pen and paper probably, just because it would be handy, and I'm very, very forgetful.
Do you consider yourself dependent on technology?
Looking around in my room, looking at my cell phone, looking at my computer. Yes. Probably would be better than the humans I've dated. Oh no. But yeah, probably. Book. Ah. Which book would you take, Alistair? If you could like choose just like one book? Yes, absolutely, Fred. I mean, definitely, especially cause like depending on like who's programming the technology, definitely could be a Fred. I think it depends on how the android is treated. Regarding what, Korea? I have opinions on this one. Like dependent on technology fireball, or what do you mean? 3 options for such a question is brutal. But yes, I am dependent on technology. I think most modern people are.
What technology do you most anticipate?
Androids, flying cars. Okay, I gotta up myself. I really don't get what people like about flying cars. I mean, personally, I already don't like cars, to be honest. But like, where's the advantage of a flying car? That you can go like off roads? But if like everyone has like flying cars, there will be just like lots of accidents. And if there won't be, you have like lots of regulations, and that's basically just like driving on a lane in the sky. And I don't know, I like seeing the sky. Feel free to disagree. I know that many people disagree with that opinion. I think I'm actually kind of too much of a scaredy cat to go for like space tourism. Brain connected devices. Well, I love technology. I don't know. That kind of seems dystopian to me. Probably a cell phone. What would you do with your cell phone on the deserted island, Koya? An instrument of some kind. Everything also requires power or is boring quickly. True. True, Fireball. Oh, is this time for the Void Camp test? What is... Okay, I gotta say, Lana, what actually is the Void Camp test? Yes, 100% dependent. Aren't we all, Fireball? I'm good, I was watching football, my team won. Nice, Alistair, congrats! Probably the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Ooh, would be a good book. Or the Game of Thrones books. I think androids actually could be like quite the nice technology, also quite the nice change if done like and regulated properly.
Do you believe in God?
I do not.
Would you let an android take care of your children?
I mean, the chance that I will have children of my own is very slim. I mean, you can always try, but I think, well... It's kind of interesting how this whole thing ties into finishing Mass Effect and lots of questions about like how much is like artificial life worth. But in the end, an android is probably like more dependable, right? I think this is a difficult question, but it would lean towards yes. It will also really depend on like what kind of android. How advanced is it? How are there like any security concerns and stuff like that? So I would say like lean yes. Well, I mean, I could survive for that technology. Oh. I would say, Koya, that's a very good trait, one which I unfortunately don't share. Flying cars are just normal planes, right? Yeah, kinda, right? I don't know, it just sounds like total chaos. People would crash all the time with flying cars. Yes, thank you. And it's much more dangerous. Absolutely. Like there are already so many people who, I don't know, can be barely trusted to drive a car. I don't want them to add like a whole third dimension to that. Flying cars would only be available to the rich. Aviation fuel is very expensive. True, that's another thing.
How much time per day would you say you spend on an electronic device?
I don't want to answer that. Well, I mean, I'm also listening to music like 24/7. So if I go like off stream or on, like, no. If I go off stream or before stream, I'm always wearing headphones. Unless I'm like meeting up with people, and if I'm meeting up with people, I have somewhere in my room a Bluetooth speaker and it's playing music. So I guess that's like 24/7. Unless I'm sleeping and I'm also using my phone and like audiobooks to fall asleep. So it is more. And hey, Nintendo! Nintendo! I still have to take care not to just pronounce it like Nintendo. How are you doing? Very nice to see you again. So we just go with more, and we're not going to be embarrassed about this.
If you needed emergency surgery, would you agree to be operated on by a machine?
And to that, I gotta say, absolutely. I mean, if you program it correctly, it can be way more precise than like any human can be, right? But also, of course, it depends on like how advanced is that machine.
Do you think one day machines could develop consciousness?
I guess that's kind of like one of the main questions of this game and also of Mass Effect. And I really like that question, and I could talk about that like for ages. But I mean, we do want to make progress. So, long story very short would be a yes. I think so. I mean, also, okay. I'm gonna give you a very short overview of that. I mean, what is consciousness, especially as like a scientist? Defining like biological like life is already so difficult. So when does consciousness start? And like, if a machine can emulate emotions and has emotions like triggered by like external stimuli, when does that blur to becoming like actual emotions? Just because like programming is the base for that, instead of like how your brain is wired, which is basically like evolutionary programming, it's really hard to draw the line, right? So yeah. And hey, well, thanks so much for this sub. Much appreciated. Thanks a lot. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, thank you. Much appreciated again. All these questions, right, Mada-chan? But I gotta say, I like it. I think it's like very cool questions. It's also very interesting to see like how you would answer. More, be honest. I was honest, Luna. Yeah, why not? Yes. Right? Save results. Ooh, we can see the world's answers. Let's see how basic I am. Okay, 60% of the world would consider having a relationship with androids. And it kind of felt like also most of chat, right? Do you think that technology could become a threat to mankind? Is also a majority yes. I didn't see that many answers regarding that in the chat. If you had to live on a deserted island and could only bring one object. Ha! I'm not totally basic. Most people actually said a cell phone. I don't know. I mean, some of you also said that. And just 5% said a console. What are the people with the console expecting how to use it, how to charge it? Anyway. Do you consider yourself dependent on technology? 87% yes. We're one of them. What technology do you most anticipate? Most people actually say brain-connected devices. I don't know. Maybe I'm too paranoid, even though I would say usually I'm rather a naive person than a paranoid one. But I don't know. Looking at the research we have already for like brain-connected devices, it's fishy. A little more than half don't believe in God. Also, just interesting to have that number. Would you let an android take care of your children? 50% say yes, but 50% also say no or don't know. How much time per day do you spend on an electronic device? 76% more. I love it. We need some chat polls going on. Can you do chat polls on Twitch, Luna? At least I don't know about that. But I mean, if that works, feel free to tell me how to do that. Can you do that? Mod slacking? If you needed emergency surgery, okay, also 68% say they would get surgery by a machine. Yeah, I am very basic with all my answers. And 70% think that machines could develop consciousness. Curious.
I haven't seen you for a while. It's good to have you back.
Okay, that's definitely a weird line, because I mean, we played like 2 days ago. But well. Yeah, get it together, more cheese, and Android would do polls. Ooh, nice. I mean, nice that we're here again, cause like Amanda was such a fascinating character for the first time. But I gotta say, this garden looks like it doesn't look ugly, but it looks way less pretty with all the rain going on. Oh well, I guess it has to rain sometimes. I mean, do you want mod privileges, Luna, to create some polls? If you're just calling out other people? Ooh, I think we also have... Yeah. Interesting that we have an umbrella, but we still don't care about getting wet. Where is Amanda? Ah, over there. Alright, Alyssa, see you later. Hope it's nothing bad. I only know because my mods love polls and spam them. I think we never had polls on the chat. Like, I always do polls like on, or I used to do like lots of polls on YouTube and sometimes on Discord. By the way, since Detroit Become Human is actually like a rather short game, today after the stream I'm going to create a poll on Discord for like what to stream next, so if you want to vote for that, feel free to drop by on Discord.
Hello,
Amanda.
Amanda.
Connor, I've been expecting you. Would you mind a little walk?
I kind of feel like we're going down from the trusted status.
That deviant seemed to be an intriguing case. Pity you didn't manage to capture it.
Hmm. I think so far we only lost points with her, right? Explain?
Deviants are completely irrational, which makes it difficult to anticipate their behavior. But I should have been more effective.
Did you manage to learn anything?
Ooh. There's one option we didn't unlock. Curious. Let's go for RA9
The walls
first.
of the apartment were covered with drawings of labyrinths and other symbols. Like the other deviants, it seemed obsessed with RA9.
What else?
I still wonder what we overlooked.
I found its diary, but it was encrypted. It may take weeks to decipher.
You came very close to capturing that deviant. How is your relationship with the lieutenant developing?
I mean, we're actually warm.
He seemed grateful that I saved his life on the roof. He didn't say anything, but he expressed it in his own way.
We don't have much time. Deviancy continues to spread. It's only a matter of time before the media finds out about it. We need to stop this, whatever it takes.
I will solve this investigation, Amanda. I won't disappoint you.
A new case just came in. Find Anderson and investigate it.
I gotta say, I love her design. Like the necklace, the bracelets. Also like the white, yellow top. And in general, she's such an interesting character because she kind of seems like an android, right? From the behavior. But she doesn't have the LED. And also she was just like, oh, a new case just came in. Which seems very android-like to say that, right?
You have reached your destination. Thank you for traveling with Detroit Taxis. We look
Where are
forward to
we?
seeing you again soon.
Oh, we're still playing Connor. Ah, we're not warm with Hank, but we're a friend. Look for Lieutenant Anderson. I gotta say, all the neighborhoods we saw so far are rather sad. I mean, I guess this one looks okay compared to the one where we started with Kara. But well. Because Detroit Become Human is kind of a short game. Yeah. Like, I asked a friend about like how long they anticipate it will take to finish this game. And they were like, yeah, probably like start of the next stream. So like after today. Then use the umbrella too, bro. Why is she giving me bad guy vibes? Cause she's so unfriendly, right? Alistair? Amanda's just like so weird somehow.
Lieutenant Anderson! Anybody home?
Find a way inside. I would say that kind of sounds like an invitation to break in, doesn't it? Yeah, did you see the dog? Awesome. And we know the name of the dog? It's a good day. We have a dog. Okay, I can't see shit. Deviancy continues to spread among the friends of the night too. And just like in this game, Luna is the good kind of deviancy, right? Oh. Oh no, Hank.
Lieutenant Anderson!
But he's breathing, I saw that. Okay.
Easy, Sumo. I'm your friend. See? I know your name. I'm here to save your owner.
Aww. I wonder what happens if you don't know the name. Oh, Hank, I'm disapproving of your choice of food. Oh gosh, and he has been drinking. Ugh. And I don't like that he has a gun in his hand. That's a very flattering look on your face. Black Lamp, Scotch Whiskey, 40% alcohol content. Oh boy. Eminary seems like a bad guy. Yeah. I mean, she has like not a hint of empathy, right? But I mean, she's also so unempathetic that she kind of gives me like just android vibes in a bad way. You seem almost excited to break into his house. I always am, Koya. I take every excuse for violence and crime. In video games, of course, only. Revolver. .357 Magnum. 1 bullet remaining. Kinda sounds like Russian roulette, doesn't it? Oh, Hank. Trace of alcohol. Scotch whiskey. Oh, Hank. Heart. Slight arrhythmia. No signs of trauma. Okay.
Lieutenant.
He passed out. And I mean, looking at the gun, maybe it's good that he passed out and didn't continue whatever he was trying to do. Oh dear, Hank, for real. Good doggo. And he's so cute, right? I also just really love the name Fireball.
Wake up, Lieutenant.
He's going to be so happy to see us.
It's me, Connor.
Come on.
I'm going to sober you up for your own safety.
Hey!
I have to warn you.
Leave me
This may be
alone,
unpleasant.
fucking android. Get the fuck out of my house.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant, but I need you.
Welcome to another
Thank you
episode
in
of
advance for your
Ethan.
cooperation.
Get the fuck out of here!
Of Ethan not knowing where which button is on the controller.
Hey!
Alright,
Shut up.
Hank.
Good job. Attack!
Oh. Where's the bathroom? I kind of feel like it's going to be
Fuck, I think
here.
I'm gonna be sick.
Dude, I think you are already sick. Be gay, do crimes. Yes, exactly. Do you know where that comes from, Fireball? I've been using that also like very, very often, but I don't know where it originates from.
Oh, leave me alone, you asshole. I'm not going anywhere.
Ah, come on, Hank. You can't resist. Because I'm Conan,
What
irresistible.
the hell are you doing? Oh, no. I don't want a bath. Thank you.
Sorry, Lieutenant.
Oh,
It's for your own good.
he's going to hate us. Here we go.
Ah! Ah! Turn it off! Turn it off! Ah! What the fuck are you doing here?
A homicide was reported 43 minutes ago. I couldn't find you at Jimmy's bar, so I came to see if you were at home.
I guess it worked.
Jesus, I must be the only cop in the world that gets assaulted in his own house by his own fucking android. Can't you just leave me alone?
Oh.
Maybe you should drop the case. They'll assign someone else, and I can focus on my mission.
Your goddamn mission, that's all you care about, huh?
Listen, Lieutenant, you're not yourself. You should...
Beat it, you hear me? Get the hell out of here!
Kind of feel like Hank needs a hug. I'm very tempted to tease, but I think he's going to kill us. Oh well.
I understand. It probably wasn't interesting anyway. A man found dead in a sex club downtown. Guess they'll have to solve the case without us.
You know, probably wouldn't do me any harm to get some air.
Uh-huh.
There's some clothes in the bedroom there.
I'll go get them.
Wow. Okay, I want to have a look at those notes. Shaving or not? I'm not grumpy, I just don't like you. Wow. Keep smiling. Today will be fabulous. Aww. You know, Hank, in a very, very rough way, you are kind of cute. Anyway, kind of just wants to help you waste it a little bit. But yeah, the gun still kind of concerns me. Oh damn, I'd be so fucking pissed if I were Hank.
What do you want to wear?
Whatever.
Hippie, stripy, streaky. Do you have a preference, chat? Tease. I'm not sure why, but kind of feels like today there's like a bigger delay with chat and me playing. Gonna look into that later. Anyway. I'm kind of tempted to just go for hippie. But I mean, all outfits could look kind of fun. Just Google where Be Gay Du Crime comes from, and turns out it was spray painted in Marseille, France. Ah, curious. We're going to go for hippie. And thanks for looking that up, Koya. I don't know, I mean, let's have a look. I could say I just want to look around, but mainly I just want to see if I can pet the dog. No, I think we can't pet the dog. Hey Sumo, I want to pet you. Oh my gosh, that's such a cute dog. Okay, I guess no snooping around for us. Very sad. Hippie! Nice, we did that.
Are you all right, Lieutenant?
Yeah. Wonderful. Just, give me 5 minutes, okay?
Sure.
Poor Hank. But yeah, I think due to the shadow compilation in the beginning, where the stream got all loggy, I think due to that we have like quite a delay, unfortunately, to chat. Because you were just now like commenting on hippie, and we already gave like the close to Hank. So I'm sorry for that. I'm not sure if I can fix that though, because the stream is already running. Okay, but now we can snoop around. Petting the dog is important, always. I don't want to take his gun away. Let's question him.
What were you doing with the gun?
Russian roulette.
Oh no.
Want to see how long I can last. Must have collapsed before I found out.
You were lucky. The next shot would have killed you.
Oh boy. I knew it. I'm probably going to lose internet. I try to join back up once I'm in my hotel. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for dropping by, Fireball. Hope you enjoyed it. It was very nice to see you. And yeah, have a very good rest of the trip. And see you later, hopefully. I like that we're basically just cleaning up here. Okay. Yeah, there are a few more things we can do here. Oh, it's a picture, isn't it? Down there. Oh. That is son? Cole Anderson. Oh gosh, died at 6. Poor Hank. Poor son. I love his outfit.
Be a good dog, Sumo. I won't be long.
I want to snoop around some more though. Oh well. There was like no change at all with our relationship with Hank, right? Huh. Also could have done different things here. Like to get inside the house. It seems like in the end we always have to break in, so... Calm Hang Stock? Oh. I guess if you don't have the name, you're doing something else. I wonder what happened then. Take Hang to the bathroom, distant attitude. Why do we have a distant attitude besides being his friend? We could have also learned, like, other things. But I mean, the time just ran out, so... I guess. Alrighty.